absolutely. The great moments in history.
Have we cleared this with vag?
We don't need vag involved anymore. No vag.
There's the historical department of vag.
I don't want any historic veg. Ready? It's time for Killer Rabbit Podcast. Is that the new theme tune?
I think that's a copyrighted theme tune.
Do you think it is? I think it's older than 50 years old, sure. Oh, no, wait.
It's
It's
Benson Hill.
Benson Hill now.
Well, welcome along to the podcast, everybody. Spring has sprung. The sun's coming out a bit. There's a pleasant air of whimsy.
A pleasant air of whimsy? Where the fuck are you
There's
living,
whimsy in the air.
You fucking suddenly started living in Tipperary or something.
He's still living in fairy tale land
what
after
I'm
last
thinking.
week. We never actually called him back to the studio, did we?
Oh, we just left him there? That's the problem. An air
left
of
him
whimsy.
there.
Is there leprechauns running around, Sam?
There's lovely flowers and there's
a lot of grass pollen.
There's grass pollen and people have got hay fever.
That's what's about to happen. We've had third winter. It's time.
Do you know you can have a jab in your ass now?
Oh.
For hay fever.
Are you offering?
All right.
You can have a jab in your ass for hay fever.
Okay.
What, like a one-off thing? Why have they gone for a point of the body that's like the furthest away from the part of the body affected by hay fever?
Do you not know that your nose and your ass are linked directly?
That'd explain the
It's
smell.
there's like an express route.
Nose bone's connected to the
Ass
ass
bone.
bone.
So
you can't
that'd be
have
very unfortunate if your nose was connected to your ass.
There's like some human
centipede
shit.
Solo centipede.
Cuttlefish.
Why does it have to go in the ass? I suppose we need the doc to answer that. If the doc's
If they
listening,
put it in your
I'd love you to
eyeball,
listen
it's
it.
not as effective.
It's got to be one of the nicest places to get a jab, surely.
Yeah. I think it's...
Well, your arms are pretty convenient.
I mean,
place,
arms pretty convenient, you're right. Why can't it go in
when
the
they did
arm?
the COVID jabs, they weren't doing that in the ass.
Big fleshy butts, man. That's where you want a jab.
No nurse was like, yeah, I'll sign up to inject everyone's
jab.
bum. No one was
Well,
doing
they do
that.
other things.
No one was doing that.
They have to get a special squad in to do it. It's people's job title. That.
Bum squad.
I'm an
The
ass
bum
jabber.
squad.
Ass jabber, thank you.
So spring has sprung, but you mentioned that it's been sunny.
It's
but
not really
it hasn't
sprung
here.
yet.
It's just
not
foggy.
properly sprung.
Last weekend it was very deceiving.
I'd say it's springing. It's not sprung.
I never said it was warm.
It's coiling up.
Yeah, it's not in full spring yet.
It's getting ready to spring, but the sun has come out. It's just not doing that warming thing that it's supposed to do
It's
yet.
the cold sun.
It's not yet put its hat on, would you say?
I would say when it puts its hat on, that's going to make it slightly less effective as a
I think
temperature
it
giver.
directs the beams.
No, everybody knows that if the sun puts its hat on, it's like putting a lampshade on a desk lamp. It directs the beam of light to wherever you need it to go. The hat does the same thing.
Is it important what kind of hat the sun wears then? Is this
Well,
what
I
I'm
imagine
saying?
it's a top hat. I don't know why. I've just always visioned it to be a top hat.
And if you wore it backwards though, it wouldn't work. It needs to have a brim, doesn't it?
I would think you'd wear one of those Australian hats with the corks
corks?
dangling down.
Nah.
Mind you, they're to protect you from flies. The sun
don't
probably
think the
doesn't
sun
have to
has
worry
any
about
fly
flies.
No, the solar flares take care of that.
You might need them for meteors though.
Oh, that's a good point. Meteor protection.
Little debris.
You see, these are the things that the sun has to go through every day, and we don't
We don't
say thank you.
appreciate the stuff the sun does for us.
And
You
it
know,
goes
it's
away for a
getting
couple
all
of
them
months, and everyone
meteors.
cries about it.
Yeah, the sun's also a dick sometimes, though, isn't it? When you're driving, it gets in your eyes, and when
Winter sun when driving.
when it gets too hot. That's the worst, isn't it? Particularly when it's so
low.
cold that you have your heaters on in your car, but there's blue skies and it's all sunny, and then you genuinely get tricked into believing that it's nice weather until you get out of your car and you're like, oh fuck, it's freezing again. Hate that.
Devastating.
So I've realised firsthand as well. You know, the south of the country is slightly warmer than where we are.
yeah,
I went
Close
down
to the equator.
slightly.
Well, yeah,
slightly. warmer.
yeah. I mean, well, it genuinely was though. When I went down to London the other day,
It's fucking
and
warm.
it was pissing it down here, and it was absolutely glorious down there.
I swear,
it's
I
all-
get
it's
to
all right for some,
London
innit?
and just start sweating every time I've been, I'm just like, this is awful. It's thick. It's warm.
That's the pollution, that though.
Yeah, and the
Not like that
Londoners.
fresh air up here in God's country. E-bargo.
Yeah, it is very fresh. The
It
water's
is.
better as well.
What were you
Go on,
down
water.
in,
Go on.
what were you in hard water for?
In Hard Waterford, as we like to call it. Yeah.
Why were you down in Sillyville?
Well, I was there for work, but on my way back, I was in King's Cross, and I was pining for some caffeine, and I was looking around for my favourite kind of monster, because there's about 75 different varieties of monster. So I was looking for
Other varieties are available.
I was looking for a very particular one because I needed that caffeine hit, and I'm not really a hot drink drinker. And in all the shops in King's Cross, they didn't have the monster that I required. So I thought, right, I'm going to put my big boy pants on, and I'm going to get a coffee, which is not it's not something I do very regularly.
In
So
London.
I can tell you're on business.
Jesus Christ, here he goes.
yeah, I was being trained, guy. Have a cappuccino on me. So anyway, I was having a look around, and I thought I'm going to go into Starbucks, probably for like the third time in my life.
Right.
Going into Starbucks. The first time was when I was about 15, when I took a girl from school on a date and she wanted to go to Starbucks, so I pretended I liked coffee. That was probably the first time I ever had coffee, actually.
Oh,
Anyway,
I bet that went nasty.
Do you not regularly like drink it normally, like a normal
He's not a hot
person
drink
who
drinker.
requires?
He doesn't drink it.
I'm not a hot
ever.
drink drinker. I'm
Do
not,
you know they do cold drinks?
I never have hot drinks at home. Well, it's funny you should say that, Benson, because
You see, I'm laughing because it's
yeah,
funny.
I didn't even get the hot drink. I saw a picture on a poster on the outside of the Starbucks, and I was like, that looks quite nice. And it had the most ridiculous fucking name of any product ever, and it really pissed me off because I was like, I was
want
queuing
it,
up.
but it's dumb.
Yeah, I was queuing up, and I'm like, I'm not asking for that. I'm not saying those words.
Did it begin with an F?
I'm going to tell you exactly what it was because I took a fucking
yeah,
picture
I
of
think
it. But
was Benson.
it's a brand new thing. So
it's not a frap.
We'll see
If
what
it was just called that, I'd be fine with it. That would be absolutely fine. But I was getting nervous. I was getting anxious in the queue because I was like, shall I just ask for a latte? I don't even know what a fucking latte is. I don't know the difference between any of the
A
coffees.
latte is steamed
it's too
milk and
confusing.
espresso.
Yeah.
And what's the difference between that and a flat white?
A
flat
flat
white.
white's half and half.
Yeah,
Half one,
And then
half what?
Half coffee, half
half
milk.
espresso, half milk.
half sunshine and
And
half
then-
rain.
And then a cappuccino is espresso with less foam milk.
Yeah.
Well, I only recently found out that a cappuccino wasn't a chocolate one. I always thought that was a
That's
chocolate
a
one. But that's the
mocha.
mocha, isn't it?
Mocha.
A mocha
So I am
chocolate.
learning a little bit. But there's no need to have these ridiculously named things. So I'm queuing up and I'm like, I can't.
Are you saying they're the ridiculously named things like
Well,
latte?
let's
no,
see
no.
what the name
Oh, right.
is, and we'll
It's
find
coming.
out.
It's coming. So I get to the front of the queue, and the woman goes, "What do you want?"
I've got my
And-
big boy pants on.
I didn't have my big boy pants on. How do I order coffee? I did, but they were far too long for me. I was
I've never
trailing
ordered
all
this
over them.
before.
So there's like a big board behind her, with the different products on, and it's cycling. So it's an electronic board, but it's cycling the different products they order. And I was like, I want that one, please.
And then
I
it
find-
switched. don't we?
Yeah, and then she turned around. She's like, that one. I was like, no, wait a second, it's coming.
Fuck
It's
off.
coming.
That's like a
It's
pure
coming.
comedy sketch there.
I'd want to punch you.
And yeah, and then it comes. I'm like, that one. She's like, oh, right, okay, one of those. So then you have to give your name, which is confusing.
You don't have to give your name. You can just give a name that you're.
You
gonna
could give
be.
a name.
You can just give any name.
Guys, you know what I'm like at coming up with names. I gave my own name.
That's a good point. We've had to go wait for it to come back round again.
Yeah. So they sent me off to wait for my coffee, and then
On you go.
they called out my name and they gave me it, and I knew it wasn't my drink because it was hot, and the one that I'd asked for was a cold one. So I was like, this isn't mine. And he was like, what did you order? I was like,
I have to say it now.
that one. Luckily, it was on the right screen this time. So he was like, oh, sorry. And then he makes it again. And then I got it, and I got my drink, and I didn't enjoy it. But the name was...
Passing comment.
What
Passing
fucking
comment.
was it?
It was the iced caramelized macadamia oat shake and espresso.
You got a fucking
fuck
vegan
off.
one. You got
You
an
got a
oat
vegan-
milk one.
Why is that vegan?
The macadamia is
oat
macadamia milk. That's what it means.
No, macadamia oat.
Oh yeah, macadamia oat milk.
Oat milk.
Well, is it macadamia milk or is it oat milk?
I don't
Wait,
fucking
was it
know.
nutty? It's macadamia nut.
Probably both
Yeah.
together, mushed and juiced.
Yeah,
Yeah, well-
you've just had nut syrup.
Yeah, you didn't have a proper. You just had one of those nutty coffees. I don't like the nut milk stuff.
Why is it called?
You've officially
It's
become
just
a
there.
Tory.
It's
You're
like
a Tory influencer.
you're probably hipster.
Well, I prefer oat milk these days anyway. So I saw
I'm
the
not a
oat.
fan.
That's what I was. That was what I was taken by. Macadamia. I like nuts as well.
Yeah.
Caramel. I know I like that.
That's good.
So the
I
only
like
issue
ice.
the only issue I had was iced shaken espresso. Those were the only issues I had.
Oh,
So I thought
God, so it's
there's three things from those 6 words. Why the fuck have they got a product which is 6 words? If a Big Mac was called beef patties encased between 3 bread pieces with cheese and onion and
Lettuce.
pickle, yeah. You wouldn't. Why is it not just called like
That's
a?
its actual
what
full
you
name.
ordered,
Us
though,
commoners
right?
have just shortened it.
What you
Why is
ordered?
it not just called like a bookie flop or something?
You should hear someone else order their a regular
Yeah,
Starbuck
some of
in
them are
London.
mental.
They would have ordered that, but there'd have been a million additional things added to it, subtracted from it.
minus foam, 3 shots of vanilla, 5 fucking. You just get
Sam,
silly.
this is genuine. This is 100% genuine. You can go to Starbucks and you can ask for an extra hot coffee.
Yeah, you
extra
can.
hot?
You can just ask for
Yeah.
coffee.
So there's a standard serving temperature and you can ask for extra hot. Now, I questioned this. I'm like, why the fuck would anyone want extra hot? Because normally I have to wait for it to cool down. And it's for people who are travelling quickly and need to drink to stay, to keep its temperature once getting onto the train or mode of transport. But you can actually order an extra. I thought that would annoy you, but you didn't react to it how I thought you would. So let's just move on from that show.
Do you have to put a hat on the coffee machine to make it hotter? Is that how it works?
It's something like, yeah, apparently so.
How do people work out what their drink is then? If there's so many variants and ridiculous
Try and buy.
names
Well,
and-
yeah, you just get
People in London have more money than us.
and then they like a certain drink, and then they start altering it and adding bits, and then it just kind of gets out of hand. There's like there's the longest Starbucks coffee order ever somewhere. I'm trying to find it.
I bet it's got the word macchiato in it.
It's
What the
fucking
fuck's a
insane.
macchiato?
What's this?
There you go.
From
You see,
2015.
why
You see,
why does it need to
I
be
really
so
like
confusing?
my current order for the afternoon, because I like a hot drink in the morning, and then at about 1 p.m. I like an iced coffee. So I get
Right.
a double espresso iced mocha.
I've got one here.
That's too many words.
right,
That's too
Sam.
many
You think
words.
that's too many words?
I
You
could
ready?
call it espresso iced mocha with an extra shot. I could call it that. But
An extra shot of what?
Espresso.
An extra shot of what?
espresso.
espresso.
That would be, yeah.
But would you just have to say an extra shot, or would you have to
Yeah.
No,
specify
because
what the shot
they
is
have
of?
one
An extra
called the
shot
double
would mean
espresso. If I ask for an extra shot on top of a double, then that's a triple shot, and that's just excessive. Anyway, Adam's going to read out the longest Starbucks
So
order.
this,
Are you ready?
yeah, this is from a post from Quora. Someone said who says they worked at Starbucks. The longest valid name of a drink that can be inserted into the cash register ordering system and is reasonable without adding material for no reason whatsoever is right. Get ready for this. It's a quad long shot grand in a venti cup, half calf, double cupped, no sleeve, salted caramel mocha latte with 2 pumps of vanilla substitute, 2 pumps of white chocolate mocha for mocha and substitute, 2 pumps of hazelnut for toffee nut, half whole milk and half breathe, with no whipped cream, extra hot, extra foam, extra caramel drizzle, extra salt, add a scoop of vanilla bean powder with light ice and well stirred.
Wow.
Screw my day.
I don't even know what the base drink is to that. 'Cause I thought it was going to be a cold drink until he said extra hot. Told you it could be extra hot, by the way.
It's a salted caramel
What's a long
mocha
shot?
latte, quad long shots, massive.
What is
I
a
don't
quad
know.
long shot?
I don't
That's
know
just
what
like
a quad
putting
long
4
shot is.
big bets on it. Oh, it's a long shot. That 3 more times.
So that is a
I guess
mental order.
the only sensible thing to suggest here is that we get in a car and we film ourselves going through a drive-through and asking for this.
You're
all,
ordering it.
all 3 of us get the same order, but we don't say, I'll have what he's having. We all order the same thing with full description
Someone-
individually. In
I
fact,
feel
just change one detail each time.
I'm only doing that if
Let's
we
see if
give
they
the
get it right.
person who takes the order a massive tip.
So this is now that we're on about coffee shop issues. There's another
Coffee
popular
shoppery.
brand- Coffee shoppery. There's another local brand in the UK, not Starbucks, the other one.
Nero.
That's not the other pop. If you
Coaster.
say Starbucks, coaster. So now you know the standard drive-through etiquette is you order at a machine with nobody there. You go to the next window and you pay, and then you collect your food. Every fast food restaurant in the world has always done that, right?
Yeah.
More traditionally, it's say at the speaker and then pay and get at the same window.
For McDonald's and stuff.
Yeah, I think the three-way one that you're talking about is a modern
Okay,
take on the
fair
drive-through.
enough. So you say at the speaker, then you go and pay and get your food, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes they're not easy to get near the speaker, and you don't need to get near it because you can hear what they're saying, and they can hear what you're saying. So that problem's avoided. At the Costa one, I've named them now, but anyway, I think I named them anyway. But anyway, the other brand of coffee. So I go up and I put my order in, and she goes, "All right, okay, can you just pay them?" I went, "Now or when I get to the window?" And she said, "No, you need to pay now." So I don't know how much in distance, but 2 foot away from the fucking thing, there's a tiny little card reader built under the speaker, like just a tiny little black pad that you have to put your card on or your phone for phone pay or whatever. And I went, "I can't reach it." And she went, "Can you get out?" And I went, "No." I could have done. I went, I can't reach it. And she went, "Fine, just pay when you get to the window." So I got there and I just went, "Why aren't you taking all the payments here? It's a lot easier for everyone." And she went, "Well, we don't like to start the order until the payment's gone through."
Oh my god.
And I was like, "What?" Then I'm not going to steal a £3 coffee. What do you want? Next time I'll pull up to the speaker thing and just go beep. And then you'll think it's gone through. And I couldn't believe it. And there's no sign, there's no warning to say park as close to the thing as you can so that you can pay.
Do you find that you have a similar problem in car parks as well? Getting close enough to put your ticket in to raise the barrier. I've had that on numerous occasions where I have to proper lean out of the window to get it in.
Yeah, my car as well, it's got quite high, where the window stops and the door starts. I don't know what that is called.
When the bottom of the
It's
window.
Yeah,
the bottom
it's quite high
of the
up.
window.
The sill, would it be
The sill of the
sill.
car door is quite high up. So it's like at shoulder height almost, depending on how.
Or you're just sat low
back in.
down.
No, yeah, it could be that actually, I suppose. So you enjoyed your time in London then?
Yeah.
Excellent. Anyway, moving on. So, right, guys, remember on a recent episode, it wasn't recent anymore.
A
But we talked,
recent episode.
Right, guys, on
recent.
a recent episode.
there was an episode in the past year.
You're not at work now, Benson.
Right, guys, we're just going to get the...
Hi, guys. Yeah.
Recent episode. And we talked about dogs and how they aligned with the North-South Pole to poop or urinate.
We did talk
that?
about that.
We did talk about this.
Well, since that night, I have taken measured calculations of my little dog in what direction he
Have you
poos in. Now,
actually?
at first, because from my garden, I can see the M62. Now, for people who don't know, the M62 is very well known for being the motorway, equivalent to a highway, of going east to west, or west to east. The complete opposite to north-south, right? So I'm looking at M62, and I'm looking at him pooing, and he's facing in line with that. So I'm like, oh, it could be a north-south stretch of the M62, like where it's done a corner and then turn again.
Turny.
So I got a compass, didn't I?
I was going to say,
got a compass.
you actually got an actual compass rather than using one on your phone.
Yeah, you can't trust the phone one. I had a compass that was built into a... What were it? Not a ruler. Tape measure.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
you got to trust that one then. A fucking compass built into a tape measure
The one
rather
that's
than
like
one on
just
your
an
phone.
add-on to the fucking actual device. Yeah, that's the
I
fucking
think,
main
well, a compass
draw.
is a compass, isn't it?
Rather than your phone that's got accelerometers and shit like that, you're using
So,
one that's built into a
I
fucking jack of
calibrated
all
it.
trades, master of none piece of shit kind of hardware tool.
So you saying that your phone that has like a million uses is better than a tape measure with a compass?
Yes!
Okay, I calibrated it with my phone. Okay,
Did you I was
Why
definitely-
didn't you just use the phone?
So you knew your phone was
So
right.
you did trust the phone, yeah.
because I was trying
I'm
to
not,
get pictures.
I'm not
and
trusting
you
this
can't,
piece of shit,
you
but I'm going to
can't get a
calibrate
picture.
my,
Use
my
it to
tape measure.
calibrate this one, and then I'll trust this one.
Yeah.
you can't get a picture of a dog pooing. One, because it's weird, and two, if you're using the compass on your phone, you can't use it. Anyway, so I didn't get
Well,
a
when
picture.
you take
However,
a picture, you can't use a compass on the picture. what the
That's true,
direction
that's
the
true.
picture was. I'm just going to just put a compass on that picture and see what direction it was.
But anyway, I have disproven it because out of 100 number 2s
You haven't done
that are in the
100
garden.
poopies.
Well, since then, yeah. And wees. Well, I measured wees as well, so it were both. It were numbered 1s and 2s. 82 of them did not face north or south.
This is just one dog, though, right?
Your dog's broken. Sorry to
This
tell
seems
you.
like this seems like a problem with the dog, not the rest of the dog.
Well, then I got 100 other dogs in the garden.
What you need to do is sync your dog up with your tape measure.
So I need to calibrate the dog.
Sync
Yeah.
your dog up with a Nintendo dog, and they'll get fully synced.
So I had a chat with him about it. Said, "Why do you go that way?" And he went, "Whoa."
Yeah.
So, but if he likes doing it that way, I'm just saying that.
Was
I
he
think that
directly
whole thing-
east and west?
No, not direct. No, he just wasn't north and south.
That's
And he faces each way. Sometimes he faces west and sometimes east. So he can't even make his mind up there.
Maybe he's broken.
He's not a creature of habit. That's the thing. He makes up his own new
Makes up his
regimes
own
every day.
rules. He's a renegade
Yeah.
dog.
He's a fucking renegade.
I don't even play by anybody's rules, not even my own.
Rules of the
Wait,
world, man.
that
no
means I am
way.
playing by a rule. So I thought I'd update you on the science. I've stopped measuring it now. Also, I can't go on noticing it because I know exactly where east and west is now.
You definitely need another dog so you can continue this experiment.
I'd say you need at least another 7 dogs.
Yeah, at
But
least.
what if they all go parallel? And
Well,
I've
then
just
we'll
got a
know it's
line of
bullshit.
them?
Then you've got the scientific data.
Yeah,
But until you've
I
done it on
suppose this is-
multiple dogs,
This
you
is
might
just
have
temporary
a
data at this
broken
point.
dog.
Why don't you find the university that was responsible for the
I
study?
did. I emailed them a strongly
right.
worded email saying, I've got a calibrated Cum Pie. I
measuring
believe-
a measuring Cum Pie.
a measuring Cum Pie. So I can measure.
It's
got
on a
spirit-
tape measure, so you know
I
it's
think, I
legit.
think you should know it's also got spirit level on it.
Oh, fucking hell. What is this tape
I
measure
can
that you've
tell.
got?
Stanley
I can
tape
tell
measure.
what direction I'm facing and how level I am.
Has it got one of them things for getting stones out of horses' hooves on as well?
It does. It
Is
also
it a
has
fucking
the,
Swiss Army knife, really?
It has the smelting pot for the horseshoes as well.
Oh, really? Fantastic.
You just it's got a mobile blacksmith.
It's the Swiss Army knife of measuring. That's what it is. It just needs like a right angle thing on it now and then. I'm sorted.
A set square.
A set square.
The square of set. Well, that was some good experimenting. So I don't think you've proved science wrong yet, but I think you're on the right track.
Yeah, I think you should keep on going with it. You need to go around stopping random people on the street with their dogs.
Whenever you
Excuse
see a
me.
dog, that's it. Just walk around a dog park, and whenever you see a dog pooping, you need to take accurate scientific measurements.
Excuse me, do you mind if I just take a picture of your dog while it's having a shit? I'm just going to get my tape measure out, if that's okay.
If I do that voice as well, it's going to seem very legit. I'll
Wear
put
a
high-vis
trench coat
jacket
as
on.
well. Yeah, trench coat.
Yeah.
Though. Trench coat with a high
Trench coat,
jacket.
high-vis jacket, goggles. Hello, can I see what direction your dog goes in when it poos?
Woolly hat with a pom pom on it.
I'm from the Institute of Dog Feces Calibration, and I'd like to take a few measurements from your canine, if that's possible.
We're checking that all dogs in the local area are calibrated correctly.
If not, then we will need to take your dog from you.
Recalibration.
Now give me your dog.
You
Give
have
me
to
your
go
dog.
take it to the van over there, my van. Yeah, that panel van. Yeah, that's where we're taking the dogs.
The institution of calibration of compasses are really disappointed because they started using dogs to calibrate the compasses in the factory.
Oh no, it's all gone wrong. Maybe your dog's right and you've got a dodgy compass.
No, don't blame my compass. This is like a recent thing.
Well,
My
you're saying
compass
that
is
your
fine.
tape measure compass is that accurate, but you
My Cum Pie.
you trust in your tape measure compass over your dog.
My Cum Pie is pointing straight and narrow. Okay.
Yeah, your dog's laughing at you and your
It is
faulty
laughing.
compass.
Laughing at you. Maybe your dog sabotaged your company. Your company.
That's potential. It Cum Pied me.
You
Is
got a
Cum Pie
cum.
the plural or is it compasses? Because Cum Pie seems weird.
It's obviously
Yes,
cum
stop
poppies.
talking about cumpoppities. Can't believe you even had to ask.
What a ridiculous question.
Anyway, shall we move on to another section?
Are we going to
Yeah,
move to the
let's-
middle?
In 3, 2, 1.
Right. Compasses calibrated. Everybody ready to move on?
Moving on.
Onwards.
The instructions are unclear. Dick is caught in the ceiling fan.
No, cylinder.
Well, we've made no secret recently of people not doing stupid things, and we've been struggling to get news stories which are worthy of coverage on this great podcast. Maybe we've become more discerning with the stories and what we stamp with KRP approved stampage.
No, you're not allowed to stamp anything with approved
KRP
stamps.
approval
no, you're not even
stampage.
allowed
I am.
KRP
Oh, come
approved
on.
stamp.
Surely I can KRP approval stamp things. What about Sammy's special stampage? Can I do a Sammy special
You
stamp?
can have
you
a
can do
Sammy
Sammy's
special
special
stamp. That's it. You
Yeah.
can Sammy's special approve it.
Well, anyway, so because we've struggled so much with stories, and they always used to be relevant and topical as well, I've got a bit further back in time. So let me take you back to 3:20. Oh, sorry, not 3:20. The year 1518.
Oh, just a little bit before 3:20 then.
Yeah, I was misreading the date. Sorry about that. Yeah, so
Is that in the
it's,
time where it was common to be wived?
What time frame was he 16s?
What was the wiving?
16th
what
century,
time frame
but
was
that-
the wiving?
But it was 1500s, wasn't it?
Whenever I saw Henry VIII's name written down as a kid, I always thought it was Ville. I always thought his name was Henryville.
Henryville. 1419 to 1547 were Henryville.
Oh, so this is after Henner's.
This is after Henryville's. Henville
This is-
was 14.
Didn't you say till
13th and
1547?
No,
Yeah.
15:8. Yeah. Oh, it was still
1491 till 1547. When was
Oh,
this?
this-
Thank you. History
hap-
buff right
this-
here.
This happened mid Henryville. Then?
No,
This happened around the wived era.
during
did,
the
you're quite
wivening.
right.
During
You're
the
quite right.
wivening, right.
Tell you what, this guy's compass is fully calibrated. Right, so
He calibrated it to history, not the fucking
it's
direction.
history.
Just
It's history compass.
It's not still
Absolutely
point
cock
north
on.
and south, but it points to Henryville.
1403's over here. No, ha.
my dog's shitting in the past. What's going on?
He actually
That's
did
why
the
it's not north
celebratory
and
shit.
south, because the world's rotated since
Shitting in different eras. Right.
shit
So-
through time.
Shitting through the centuries. There you go.
Cast your minds back to 1518 then.
Hey, I remember it well. It was the day after the marriage of Henry Tudor and Jane Seymour.
Well, I'm bringing us a little something which I'm gonna call great moments in history, where we celebrate. Would you believe some great moments from history? Great moments.
We're looking back through history to find the strange bits, the stuff they didn't teach you that never made the list, the things you've never heard of. You'll question if it's true, like the time a llama ran for office back in 1922. Great moments in history that can't be real, it's just silly. Great moments in history.
Absolutely. The great moments in history.
Have we cleared this with Vag?
We don't need Vag involved anymore. No Vag.
There's the historical department of Vag.
I don't want any historic veg.
Dusty.
Oh god,
Dusty Vag.
Dusty, yeah.
Dusty Vag.
Well, anyway, back in the year 1518 in France, in what would have been modern day Strasbourg.
It's not modern
Starbuck.
day, is it? Because it was 1548.
I think in the modern day would be where Strasbourg is now. Does that make sense?
Strasbourg.
Strasbourg,
innit?
I'm from Strasbourg.
1518, and a woman named Frau Trofea, pronunciation uncertain, was just going about her business when she's walking down the street in Strasbourg and suddenly starts to boogie.
She's just boogieing.
Just starts boogieing,
Some
just
music
walking along,
playing.
and then no music playing.
Boogieing without music?
Just decides to start boogieing. I'm assuming it was some kind of maybe like robot dance or
In
flossing.
1518.
The
In
robot.
1518.
In 1518, they're doing the robot, yeah?
I mean, that's one way to a lobotomy.
Fucking
Isn't it,
big fish, little fish cardboard boxing down the street.
Well, this is what I imagine, because there's no video evidence of this happening in 1518. So all I've got is my imagination, which has Frau Trofea absolutely busting some
Did they not
shapes.
have a painter on hand? God. Just
Yeah, there's people painting on
Quick,
it.
paint the woman boogieing.
She's moving too fast.
Well,
fucking blur.
well, you might think that
Like
the painter would not have time to catch Frau Trofea in the act. However, she carried on dancing for a week,
In the same spot.
getting tired in between, and then carrying on dancing.
But wait, when she was tired, what did she do? Dance?
I assume when she was tired, she rested for as long as she possibly could before instantly starting to dance again.
Oh, crazy lady.
Now, soon after this, 36 others joined in.
What? What, just like it was some contagious boogie dance?
Well, you've pretty much nailed it there, Adam.
Is this where the song Dance
this is-
Fever comes from?
This is the great contagious boogie dance of 1518 that we're talking about here.
Boogie dance. Oh my god.
So they carried on dancing, and soon up to 400 people joined in the dancing. Some of them died of stroke and heart attack because of the continuous dancing.
Why did they keep dancing?
Who
until they
documented all
died?
this?
Is this a
Who
true
documented
story?
it?
Was
And
it a
also,
drunk
they didn't know what
person?
strokes. They didn't
No,
know what
it's
strokes
100%
were
true.
back then.
It's
Strokes didn't exist medically back then.
It's 100% true, and nobody knows what caused the reaction. They don't know why people were dancing just constantly for weeks on end.
With no music.
With no music, but that's what you think. What do you think the authorities did to try and counter this and to try and
Play music.
aid? Yes, they brought out some musicians to help them and brought out more dancers. So at one point, you had up to 400 people dancing. Yep.
They just added to it. Here, everyone dance. Everyone dance around this lady because she won't stop dancing. And
There's
then
too
they
much
all
dancing
die.
going on.
So
What we
they
need
all
to do
dances.
is get some music out and get some more dancers in. That's how you do it. That's how you stop the dancing.
The authorities weren't as well knowledge back then, though, were they?
It seems like there's some sort of ancient technology here that we've lost since that makes everyone dance. You know, like the boogie bomb from Fortnite.
That's exactly what he was like, yeah. And everybody just uncontrollably
For a
dancing.
week.
That's exactly what it was like. Sam was there, apparently.
Yeah.
Dancing themselves to death. Literally dancing themselves
But this is
to
it.
death.
Surely you would stop. You wouldn't dance yourself to death unless you couldn't stop. Why couldn't they stop dancing?
That's it. They couldn't stop.
I'm guessing
So-
it was some kind of weird fever, like an actual disease
A dancing
going around. wasn't it?
fever.
Like rabies. Rabies would make you dance and be irrational.
Night fever.
So the theories are one of them is that it was food poisoning from some kind of fungi called ergot or ergo. I don't know how to
A lot
pronounce
of
it.
people
That was used for baking bread. So
dance
that was
when
one
they
of
get
them.
that.
But
Is
the
that
main
common?
one is that it was stress-induced mass hysteria. So the fucking human brain is crazy to make that kind of shit happen. But yeah,
Was it a stressful time, 1518, for the French? There was no revolutions happening.
I imagine it probably was quite stressful. There was lots of shit going on during that time that probably wasn't the best. But it carried on from July to September. The dancing.
Fuck, imagine,
Continued.
just like going out your house and they're like, yep, they're still dancing. They're still fucking dancing. They've
Anything
been
happening
keeping me
outside today,
awake.
dear?
They've kept me awake for 6 fucking months. They've been still fucking dancing.
Imagine if you woke up on that last. You woke up on that last day and go, you know what? I feel like dancing today, and then everyone stopped
They're all
straight to get
dead.
there.
They're all just dead.
Fine, if you can't
never
beat
get
them,
over
join
that.
them.
They all
No,
disperse.
No, we're done with that now.
What happened
You-
to all
you
the
d-
people who danced? Like those who didn't die? Did they explain?
They
Because
just all
surely
stopped on the
some
1st of September.
survived. They're just like, oh yeah, well I just stopped.
There was a loud alarm ringing, and they all stopped.
Don't know. They just.
There needs to be a film made
stopped.
about this.
There
Or
was a
some
film.
way-
Made. There is a film made about it.
It's called
Night Fever.
Jonathan
Footloose.
Glazer's film, Strasbourg 1518.
Oh, that's
Originally
a
titled.
rubbish name for it. What terrible name. What the boogie dance fever Madness.
Yeah,
sounds much
Boogie
better.
Dance Fever Madness was a much better name.
Yeah.
There was a song by Florence and the Machine called Choreomania, which was
Even that's a better
inspired by it.
Much better name.
If it was inspired by it, I'm guessing the song didn't have much music.
How does that even happen?
This is it. How does it happen?
Because the
Aliens.
first person to
Gotta be aliens.
cross this,
Tapeworms, brainworms.
Brainworms or
back
aliens?
to the brainworms. Because going back to like the first person that started that, Frau Trofea, you just walk past her and you're like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I don't know," just like jigging
Did
around.
dancing,
No
dancing
idea.
exist back then, though? Besides like,
dancing.
She's the first dancer.
besides like
Yeah.
courting dances.
There was bangers like green sleeves out then. You could fucking bust some right shapes to green sleeves.
You could mosh pit to green sleeves, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
you could
yeah.
fucking. You could. Yeah, you could.
You didn't want to get in the mosh pit at one of Henry Ville's concerts. It was fucking crazy, man.
Especially if Ville came down himself. God, you're a monster.
DJ Henryville, he's on the decks. He's ripping grit green sleeves. Let's
Ville
go.
in the mosh pit.
Ville's in the house. So yeah, the Great Dancing Plague is its official name. Dancing Plague.
See,
of
even that's a better
1518.
name than fucking that stupid film name. This fucking director should not have been allowed to make a film about this.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell you what's going on, does it? It doesn't sound exciting, does it? Strasbourg 1518.
No, it
But
sounds
if you call
boring.
it Crazy Dance Mania, then you're like, ooh.
Wow, I want to see Crazy Dance Mania. That sounds like a cool film.
Or what are them things called where people randomly start dancing now?
Flash mobs.
Flash mobs.
Flash mob.
Maybe
This
that's
the
what it
French-
was.
French flash mob.
It was just a flash mob. She was
The
just like,
first
I just
flash
wanna see
mob.
maybe she just was like one day was like, I just want to see what happens if I just dance here for days.
Yeah.
And then one day she just got bored and was like, I'm just going to stop now.
I'm still a big fan of the authorities going, this is how we stop them, lads.
Get some music.
Send more dancers in.
Get some
Give us some
dancing.
music.
Yeah. They'll probably feel less silly if we send some music in and then maybe they'll stop. Who
What a
knows?
weird logic to try and disperse a mad group of dancers, add more dancers. Surely horses and charging would have worked much better.
Well, they had human rights back then, so they weren't allowed to do things
Well, no,
like that.
they didn't. I think that's the point.
They tried and then
It's very sarcastic. But
all the horses started dancing.
trust me, if you can behead your
Ended
wife,
to
you
the
can
massive
charge at people with a horse.
stampede through all of Strasbourg of thousands of horses sideways.
Does Strasbourg not exist now then?
No, Strasbourg does. Not sure it existed then.
It was
But,
called
yeah.
something else then. It was called
Yeah, I
Magic
think-
Dancing Village.
They were called Downsville.
Magic Dancing Village. I mean, it was
It's
always
called
going to
High School
happen, wasn't it?
Musical.
Long before high schools existed. But, yeah.
Why is this place called High School Musical? I don't know. Why does everyone just start dancing?
Yeah, there's mixed reports. I say reports.
Mixed
It was a long
reports.
time ago.
Crazy people. I heard of this story in Strasbourg once when all these people started dancing.
I don't know why I talk like I'm from Devon when I live in Strasbourg.
It's a very
Well, I
close
heard
point,
it
though, isn't it?
from
Devon and France.
Strasbourg.
Are like,
No.
I just went for a little swim, ended up in Strasbourg, and everybody's dancing.
It was mental. I had to fucking come back, you know. I thought I'd join in, but I needed the energy to swim.
I've got a king beheading his wives back in England, and then them dancing over here. I don't know where to go. I don't.
I mean, if you had to make the choice, beheading or dancing, I think.
No, he's only beheading his wives. You want beheading everyone.
Cake or
I
death?
mean,
Cake or death?
he's got the potential to behead other people if he's beheading his own wives.
Yeah, I would think that if he's happy to behead his own wives, he's got no problem beheading every other motherfucker in the realm.
He didn't behead all his wives, though. There was only two
No,
of
just
them.
a few of them. Just a
only
few.
It's only two.
He killed the others. He got bored
I've
of
only
the
beheaded
beheading.
2. Come on.
Well, I would have
no one's
beheaded
gonna
everyone.
question
I've only
him on
done
it, 'cause
two
then-
wives.
Because then they'll get beheaded.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I've not even beheaded 50% of them. Come on.
You
killed me, Henry.
You call me Henry the Beheader now. It's bloody rubbish.
My name's Henry Ville, not beheader.
Not Henryville the beheader. I didn't even do it. I got someone
Squire,
else to do
I've
it.
told you it's Henry the Eighth. It's eighth, not Ville. No, it's Henryville, mate. That's what I'm saying.
I'm Henryville. Henryville Tudor. 8th Henry in this very
I'm
kingdom.
the 8th Henry, but I'm Henryville.
He could have sorted it out, couldn't he? He could have gone over there, just beheaded all the
Marched over.
dancers, sorted it
All
right out.
400 of them.
In one.
I'll behead you. I'll behead you. You get a
One of
behead.
you,
You get a
and I'll
behead.
behead you.
Guys. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news, breaking news, beep, beep, beep,
Oh,
beep, breaking
yeah.
news, breaking news. We've got serious breaking news coming on.
Wait a minute. If right, I got told off for I've been told I'm not allowed to break the news.
You're not allowed
So,
to break
I
the
don't-
news because the news you break is it's Tuesday in March or something like
Yeah.
that.
That's
You
breaking
can't-
news
that's
on that
not
day.
Breaking news.
Your breaking news was not breaking, and thus you are banned for the next 3 weeks from breaking any news.
You're not allowed to
But
break.
what if I've
news.
got something that's really break? Have you authorised yours by the rules that we set last week that I can't remember?
You have to go to the committee of news
sorry to
breaking
interrupt
this.
your chat about breaking news,
Wait.
but beep, 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 beep,
Have
beep,
you
beep,
got
beep,
breaking
breaking news.
news?
Breaking news. I've got
You
You
breaking
can't
can't
break
break news
news
as
as
well.
well.
You can both fuck. You can't both go breaking news.
Look,
if
I'm
not
breaking the
allowed to.
news. I have breaking news. Beep, 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 beep. Breaking news.
I'm
Breaking news.
also
Beep, beep,
breaking
beep.
news. Hang on. Beep, beep, beep,
No,
beep. I'm also breaking
no, I'm
news.
Hang on.
I'm breaking
I'm not
the news.
breaking
I got
news.
breaking news.
But
You're not allowed to break news.
You keep out of
You're
this,
not
Benson.
allowed.
You're not breaking
No,
anything.
It's not. You're
well,
not
I'm gonna
breaking
break your
nothing.
face.
Well, Adam, my news came out approximately 5 hours ago. How breaking is your news?
My news came out approximately 5 hours ago. So how breaking? Wait.
Well, mine involves a foreign country and a much loved broadcaster.
So
How
does
breaking
mine.
is your news?
It's my breaking news.
Oh yeah.
Mine,
Is this the
mine
one?
involves.
Is this, yeah. I know
Shut
this
up,
story
Benson.
as
You're
well.
not
This is-
involved in this. You're not allowed to
This
break
is about.
news. My
This is
breaking
about
news. is-
Piers Morgan.
My-
I
no,
know, yeah. I know
My
this.
breaking news is about a gardening celebrity.
Mine's about a garden.
No, that's my breaking news. I did.
Bill and Ben, the flower pot men's.
We got the same breaking news.
Maybe we've got the same breaking news.
Well, it can't be
maybe
breaking
this
if
is
you've
a problem.
both got it, can it?
Well,
Well,
it
it's good. It's
clearly
good to know
is.
that we've got our fingers on the collective pulses, Adam, and that Mr. Benson breaking bullshit
He's
over
got
here
his
is not
finger on
breaking anything.
the calendar.
He's got his finger on his fucking dog's ass, trying to work out which way it's shitting.
On the dodgy compass.
Yeah.
Yeah, Benson. He's just sat there staring at it. It's like, why? When are you
He's
going to
not happy.
stop? He's not, is he? Look, we've upset.
Do you know what, Adam? Do you want to break the breaking? I think we might have the same breaking news. Do you want to be the breaker of the breaking
Am I
news?
the breaker? Do you not want to break it?
No, it's okay. You break
No,
it.
Oh my
that's
god, will you
nice,
fucking
isn't it?
someone break the
Shut up,
frickin'
non-breaker.
news?
You're not allowed. You're just jealous because you can't break any news anymore.
Don't you dictate to us when we get to break our breaking news, Mr. Non-breaker.
Non-breaker. You can't even you're not even allowed to be involved in the breaking news conversation of breakingness.
Non-breaky Benson over there.
You'll get broke
With your achy breaky heart, except it's not because you're not allowed to have a breaky
with your
heart.
achy, non-breaky heart.
You're really going in on this whole breaking news thing. Does someone want to read the fucking story?
Oh, is somebody jealous? Is somebody jealous of the
Someone's so
Yeah,
jealous.
I'm jealous.
breaking news?
Look how-
I've got serious
look how breaking
FOMO now.
jealous is. Yeah, you're FOMOing out. Because we've got the
FOMOing
same
about your story.
We can talk about
It better
our
be a good
It's
story.
a good story, isn't it, Sam? I think it's a good story. Do you think it's a good
It's
story?
pretty-
Well, just
It's
pretend
so
that I'm
breaking
one of the
story.
listeners. Like, I'm now in the listener's shoes.
I'm not even sure you should be allowed to listen to the breaking news, to be honest.
I think you have to take your headphones off, really. No, I don't,
please.
no, I don't think it. I think you're
Please,
banned
please let
completely
me.
from the breaking
Please.
news.
Please let me play with your ball. I mean, read the story. This is just bringing up childhood trauma now.
I'm taking my breaking news home.
Yeah.
Nobody's playing with it.
No, it is allowed. It's my
breaking
breaking news. It's mine. No one else. It's mine.
Somebody read the fucking
Right,
news out.
okay,
or I'm
I'm gonna
closing
read it.
I will
I'm
buy
gonna
from
read it.
Sam. I will say it.
Did you not get it when we were talking about a green-fingered celebrity, a famous gardener?
Green-fingered celebrity. Salad fingers.
Salad Fingers. That's it. It is about Salad Fingers. Salad Fingers has found the rusty spoon.
I think this is one that warrants just the reading of the head title, because it is,
The head title.
as far as head titles go, it is a beauty.
The head title simply reads, Alan Titchmarsh's genes have been blurred by North Korean TV censors.
His jeans.
His genes purely and simply
Like DNA
his
genes or denim jeans.
Oh yeah, his DNA has been completely censored by. They had it on a channel, and they were just running it over and over 24/7, and they've blurred it all out now. You can't
I mean,
read
that's
his
the thing
DNA.
about Alan Titchmarsh, though, isn't it? He's famed because his DNA is visible.
Yeah, and people want it.
That's-
People want that DNA because they want to breed gardeners. Alan gardeners, lots of Allens.
So I mean, so they've not censored his name that has the word tit in it.
No. Tits okay. You can say tit, but you can't have
say
jeans
Alan,
on.
though.
You can't
Can't
have
say Alan.
jeans on.
Unless
can't
it
be
precedes the
jeans.
word key after. So what? So his denim jeans have been set. What? So it's just half a blurred image of a body and a torso, like a normal.
No, he is
fuck.
just. It's just him doing his gardening, but his trousers are just blurry. Right? If you watch
Has he
the
got
video,
a big penis?
I mean, maybe that was it, but it's not. There is a law that he's run foul of in North Korea.
For anybody that doesn't know, he is a broadcaster. Does gardening-based shows over here. He's a very genial guy. Very
Genial.
affable. He's a genial. I didn't even realise. Yeah. He's a.
I don't get that.
He's a nice
Without
guy.
the jeans, Benson,
Yeah,
and
genial.
genial.
Oh, genial.
I didn't even plan that. Yeah, dear, I should have done. But yeah, he's a nice guy. He's very softly spoken, isn't he? And he's
He's a
famed over
very
here
gentle kind of British
doing-
man, isn't he? He's just
Yeah,
like-
and he does gardening shows like Ground Force and
He likes
what
to
was
make
this one
over
called?
people's gardens.
He didn't. Alan Titchmarsh didn't do ground force.
yes, he did.
No,
he
he did
did.
not.
Of course
Wasn't
he
that why he got
did.
famous for doing ground force?
Surely
It wasn't
Alan
him.
Titchmarsh
Was it
did
not him?
Ground Force.
Well, he does.
I
Other
know
stuff.
Charlie
He does a
Dimmock
lot
was
of-
on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he must have done. That's his wheelhouse.
The team was led by Pebble Mill and Tommy Walsh, Charlie Dimmock, and assistant Will Shanahan.
Yeah, but the series was originally hosted by Alan Titchmarsh.
He did
Charlie
Ground
Dimmock,
Force,
and
you did.
Tommy Walsh.
For 5 years,
Yeah.
he was at the front of the ground.
He
Force.
started
Don't
Ground
you-
years
Force.
isn't enough
Don't
time.
He
you-
fucking started ground force.
You-
He is ground force, mate. Don't diss the Titchmarsh.
You made me doubt my own Titchmarsh knowledge then. That's possibly the worst thing that you've ever done to me. You need to calibrate your
You
Titchmarsh
need to
compass.
calibrate your fucking Titchmarsh knowledge. That's him getting back because he's not allowed to break the news. That's what he's
Yep.
just done there.
So now your story's not even. It can't be breaking because it's doubtful.
No, it's
because you
absolutely
doubted it
breaking.
for a
There's no
second.
doubt in it. It's happened.
Shut up,
okay?
Adam.
His
Shut up.
genes have been
Shut up.
blurred. It's fucking.
Why?
It's insanity. Oh, okay, why? Yes, why? Let's get to why then. So,
Would you like to guess why, Benson?
Yeah, go
why are
on.
genes not allowed?
Because Korea have told North Korea have told their citizens that they have decimated the Levi jeans factory in America, and nobody can wear jeans anymore.
I mean, it's
They
close. It's
they
close.
think if people see the jeans, they'll think, "Ooh, that's a nice garment. I wish I could wear them." And then they worry that the North Koreans would get hold of the jeans and become too laid back, and that would undermine his whole regime.
That's it. That's the one. That's not actually the one. No. So there is. So North Korea banned jeans in 1990 because they are seen as a symbol of U.S. imperialism. Bad jeans.
They are.
They
It's
are.
true.
When you
Same
wear
thoughts in
jeans,
Vietnam.
you're imperialized completely.
Death to the West and jeans.
Jeans. Fuck your jeans because they're imperials.
Yeah, well, there's nothing worse than someone coming over to your country, stealing your oil, wearing jeans. There is nothing worse than that.
I mean that is true. You would expect a supreme leader to be wearing something a bit more formal than jeans, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He wears
pants.
He wears big baggy pants though, doesn't he? Like MC Hammer.
He wears
Does
like
Kim
fat, he
Jong-un.
wears like a fat man suit though, doesn't he? Basically, it's all super baggy. Kim Jong. He has a lot of health problems though. I think he's been a bit.
I saw the headline. I was like, what the fuck is Titchmarsh doing in North Korea?
Look,
How's
they
this
clearly
happening?
love his gardening skill. Have you seen how? Because it's like an hour-long episode that they edit down. But have you seen how long they edit it down to?
I guess it probably once they've got rid of all the imperialism and shit that they don't like, it's probably only like 17 minutes long or something.
15 minutes. 15
15
minutes.
minutes.
They go from 60 minutes.
So you're telling me
to 15
that
minutes. and they couldn't.
3/4 of the show is imperialism.
Yeah, that's it, apparently so. British so. But they had to just blur the genes, so they still had some footage left by the sounds of things. So they've taken how long?
But why the
is that 15? Because imperialism, Benson.
Is that the genuine reason?
Yes.
Do you reckon North Korean citizens have to wait till like 11:30 p.m. at night and watch their equivalent of Channel 5 to see some jeans? Whoa, some dirty jeans.
I reckon it's like Japanese porn where it's all just blurred out, just constantly. No jeans, just blurry. Like you've got the porn, but you just have to imagine. You have to imagine what's going on behind the blurriness, guys. Sorry, we can't let you see.
I know I mentioned that the Barbra Streisand effect on a recent episode, but would it not be like that? If you were a Korean citizen, would you be like, what is on his legs? Why is he blurred? Oh, I really need to know why his legs are blurred. What's going on? Has he got a huge penis? Has he got
two huge penises instead of legs?
Has he got a picture of Kim Jong-un bumming a donkey on there? You know, where would your mind go?
Penis legs, obviously. He's got penises instead of legs.
Penis legs.
Just two massive cocks that he walks on.
I mean, that is the other well-known thing about Alan Titchmarsh, though, isn't it?
He has a massive knob or two.
And penises for legs, and his DNA is visible. And he wasn't on ground force, apparently.
He is ground force. He was a paid actor in Ground Force. He played the ground.
He played the jeans.
That was on the credits. Jeans played by himself.
Titchmarsh banned in North Korea. It's not a sentence I thought I'd ever say.
Titchmarsh is not, though, is it? It's just his jeans.
Titchmarsh's pants banned in North Korea.
Of all the things
Imagine
that
if that was
are
part of his
banned,
branding.
Of all the things that are banned in North Korea, though, and you're allowed Titchmarsh, it just seems like...
You're allowed Titchmarsh, but not his pants. You're not allowed all of Titchmarsh.
You're not allowed microwaves. Microwaves are banned in North Korea.
No microwaves, no Titchmarsh pants.
But Titchmarsh, okay.
But Titchmarsh is all right, just not from the waist down.
Is he not a BBC presenter as well? Like,
it depends what he's wearing. If he was nude, if he had his cock out, it'd probably been fine. It's the jeans that were the problem.
Yeah, the thing is that's it. It's the jeans.
That's absolutely
if he just
fine.
had if he just had lots of tighty whities on, they'd be like, yep, fine, pass all the censors. Titchmarsh, man.
Put him in a skirt.
In North Korea, he's turning into a bad boy. Is Titchmarsh now? Maybe we're hitting his villain era. Maybe he's going to start burning people's hedges
or growing massive Venus flytraps that eat people.
Penis fly traps for his legs.
Just putting his dick in a fly trap. Hey, have you ever seen a penis fly trap? Fucking Titchmarsh after hours.
Yeah, late night Titch. Right, ladies, gentlemen, Kim Jong-un,
Alan
Alan
Titchmarsh.
That's their new band name. That's the band name that we're going to do.
Titchmarsh's trousers.
I'm determined to be in a band that's got trousers in the name. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I think that's
Titchmarsh's trousers rolls off the tongue very nicely. But yeah, we have come to the end of another fantabulous episode of Killer Rabbit Podcast, and we've learned so much today. We've learned, well, I've learned about coffee orders and what's in different coffees. We've learned about events from history. We've learned about Benson's scientific experiments. We've learned about Titchmarsh's trousers. What more could you possibly want, Steve?
Oh, why do you have to use the same name?
Picked
Another one of your
five
names. Greg, Steve, Jimmy. Fucking hell. Little Timmy.
Steve keeps getting in touch and telling us he wants more.
Does he? Is Steve there in the room with you now, Sam? How often do you see Steve?
Is Steve dancing to no music, Sam?
Is he dancing? Do you see him dancing, Sam? Would you like to dance with Steve?
Is he looking at his cum pie?
Dance with
He's got
Steve,
jeans
Sam.
on! Imperialism! So thank you for sticking along. If you'd like to get in touch with us like Steve did, to say that you want more, then come and tell us what more you want. Give us suggestions for stories or topics or quizzes or features or fun little things that we can insert into the show, and we'll do them just for you like your little dancing monkeys, Steve. If you do want to do that, find us online at Killer Rabbit Pod, or you can email us at killerrabbitpodcast@gmail.com.
You can.
Send us whatever you like. Come and say hello. Come and interact with us, and we shall interact back if we can be asked. Which is
iPod.
unlikely.
If Sam's monitoring the account, we will respond.
Yeah, we will all respond if Sam's watching the accounts and checking. The rest of us will definitely respond.
But on that note, let's pull this train into the station. Oh, that's not a train. There you go. Choo choo. What was I doing?
A broken train? Maybe the train broke on the way.
He was doing a mating walrus.
A mating train. Let's get out of here. I've been Sam.
I've been Benson.
I've been Adam.
Bye for now, everybody. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.